The next module we will be talking about will be your internal classroom environment. And this encompasses what I would like to call the 5 R's. The first R will be relationships, next rules. The other R's will include roles and responsibilities as well as routines. When I speak about relationships, I simply mean, do you know your students? Do you know their interests, their hobbies, their likes? What's going on with them? Getting to know your students not only creates a bond, but it helps you figure out why they act the way they do. And it also may help you figure out why they're misbehaving. So getting to know your students and building a healthy relationship with your students is very important. The next thing that I would also like to talk about would be rules. Keep your rules at the minimum of 5. There's no need to have 10, 15 different class rules. You also want to make sure you have your rules aligned as much as possible with the school-wide rules. That cuts down on the students having to remember 2 different sets of rules. You want to make the rules as easy as possible for the students to remember so that they can comply with them and reap the benefits. You also want to consider if you want to make your rules out before the students come into the classroom, or if you actually want to involve your students in making the rules. I involve my students in making our rules, and it helps the students to take ownership of the rules, and it actually helps the students to follow the rules better. So please consider that idea. The other area that I would like to discuss will be roles and responsibilities. Have your students get involved in different roles and responsibilities of the classroom. Whether you need a student to be the official door opener, or you need an official messenger for the year, or you need an official library helper, get each and every one of your students involved in roles and responsibilities of the classroom. It helps to build a family bond, and it helps the students further take ownership of their classroom. You want to make sure you establish a routine. Routines are meant to be consistent, so make sure that's key when you establish yours. I had several routines. I had a morning routine, a lunch routine, an afternoon dismissal routine. So students knew exactly what to expect. There was no need to ask any questions. The students knew to come in and get their binders out and turn in their homework as well as do their lunch. And then they also knew to go to their desk and get started on their math activities. So establishing a routine is awesome, and it also helps the students to become independent workers. This concludes the 5 R's that I would like to talk about for effective classroom management. Stay tuned for the next module.